everybody, Azile here. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Maximum difficulty run. Frozen Forest is the starting planet biome that we chose. We are on cycle 351 and finally hit some stability in my life. We'll check. Last episode, we basically moved our power plant up here for reasons related to carbon dioxide removal. Just letting it naturally vent out into space. That was a great power saver. And if we look, we can see we are positive. We are energy positive. What I mean by that is that technically this is a battery. All this is being turned into ethanol, and therefore, because it's not using it as fast as we can produce out of 4 of these, it is backing it up, meaning we have a static source of energy, and this thing is capable of putting out 3 kilowatts, more than I'm using for sure, because of the NG's tune-up. So kind of solved our power problems for a while, and we can consider now the things that are solved. Food is solved currently. Oxygen is solved. Water is definitely solved. And power is solved. So the basics are solved. Now we have to start thinking about sustainability and fixing, tweaking things. So we want to get our, now that we know we're power positive, we want to get this back online, start making refined metals. We want to upgrade our entire electrical system to the better wiring, and that's why we'll need to make a lot of iron. And the other thing that we want to do is to consider that if we want to turn back on our water generation system, although I'm not lacking in water, that's for sure. It's not a urgent thing to get it going. I don't like wasting water, but I don't have to. This is hardly even coming close to being capped out. And this one right now is overpressure. So we're just going to crack this and fill this up with water just to store it out of the way. And then it'll continue to generate. So it's not like we're missing out on making the water. They're getting it from the geysers. The one thing, and it's not a pressing urgency, but Mealwood requires dirt. So do oxyferns. And the reason I'm using oxyferns, a lot of people have been saying, why don't you just tear this out and make electrolyzers? Well, believe it or not, when you talk about the amount of water required into a electrolyzer system to produce oxygen, the oxyferns actually use less water by about 25%, about 20%, no, 25%. The 24 of these will use 450 kilograms of water per day. And a normal electrolyzer system for 8 dupes would be eating 600 per day. So this actually uses less water. It does require dirt, but it only requires 4 kilograms of dirt per day. So that's like 100 kilograms per cycle. So 10% of a ton, right? So the dirt usage on these is extremely low and can be easily replenished just by simply getting some hatch farms going to make sure you never run out. These things, though, Mealwood, if we look at them, okay, what do they require? 10 kilograms per cycle. Now that's quite high, and you got to consider that I have a significant number of them in order to feed these zoops. I have 84, and 84, of course, times 10 is 840 kilograms per cycle. So pushing on a ton per cycle. So dirt-wise, we got some time. We probably don't have that much time. I'm sure there's still some dirt on the map. But the point is that, you know, a cycle of 600 or 700 or so, this is no longer an option, right? And to make the number of hatch farms required to generate that kind of dirt is a lot. So it's not really an option. I could make pip farms as well. They also generate dirt, but again, it takes a lot of space. Space is at a premium in this space. And we're not cracking down into here. It's a little too cold. So our space is going to be quite limited, and I have a lot of ambitions for what I want to do with this space. So I do not think that Mealwood is a good idea long term, because it's not a renewable resource, the dirt, really, unless you dedicate a lot of space and dupe effort. And the more dupe effort you have to spend, the more dupes you need. The more dupes you have, the more Mealwood you need. So compounds, it's one of those rocket formulas. It just keeps compounding on itself. Ideally, though, the one thing that we do have a ton of, and it is a renewable resource, is water. These guys use not that much, 450 kilograms per cycle. So, you know, like it's like 0.75 grams per second or something like that. 450 kilograms per cycle. Meanwhile, we know from looking at this, our balancing system, this is producing 1421 grams per second. So about 1.4 kilograms a second. So it's making about 840 kilograms on its own per cycle on the average output. Then, though, it pairs up with this equally. So we're easily pushing 1,600 just from these two alone. And so what that means is that water-wise, we have options. So basically, by doing the calculations, if we want to switch to bristle blossom, which we do, because bristle blossom only needs water, and we would need 48 bristle blossom plants that's being cooked into food, into bristle blossom, bristle. Yeah, we need 48 plants because our dupes are ravenous in order to satisfy them. And it would need 480 grams per second of water, which we've already looked over the numbers. We have far more than that. So it is absolutely no issue to switch to bristle blossom. We have way more space being dedicated. There's 27 and 27. There's way more space being dedicated to the meal farms. I can get, now because of the height of the light, and you'd want to, this light can only cover 7 spots there, but when it's up here, it covers a bit more. Because of the height, you would like to obviously make these a larger spacing, so you use less power for light, which is completely doable. And this is a 4 spread. I think you want a 6 spread for maximum efficiency of it. Completely doable. We do then, of course, have to modify a few things, but we'd have to be very careful in how we stage this in. And so, because we don't want to just start taking all this out and then not get them online in time before, they eat through all this food. Now we are at 20, we are a little bit ahead of the game, so it's not going to be that painful, but we should decide how we want to plan it out before we do it. And I would like to leave some space in between the plants as well, so that the carbon can filter down easier out of the farms. And we do have the room for it because, again, we are dealing with a spread of 27, and I only need 24, so I can put 3 cuts in place. So I think that's going to be one of the major projects for today. Unfortunately, we need to get rid of a bunch of this stuff that's in here, which is quite doable. Quite doable. So we also could lower ourselves down, our footprint down here, and gain that space, because I need to gain a height of maybe almost 4, really, at least 1 per. So we can drop this by 2, and that gets us 1 per. If we went down to here, that's an additional 2. It kind of cuts things off a bit, though. And it makes this a little tight. I think it might be okay, though, by having this spacing in here. I'm not sure. If I only go 1 down, that doesn't really gain me very much. I need to go 2 down and gain 1 level on each of these. So what is in here? Water. This is a water tank, so it needs to get emptied. And so in order to do that, we would need to stop the supply into it there, because it's not necessary to have this. This can go directly into this. this will have to get moved. It can be moved to just about anywhere related to this area. So it's going to get moved. We don't need this in play anymore. So we can easily get this out of here. This doesn't need to be here anymore either. This doesn't need to be here. This doesn't need to be here, nor does this. So that is part of the setup. Now we have this electrical wire, which we had cut off for the time being, but it should be rearranged because the power center is not over there anymore. So that's got to get torn out. That can be all torn out. This can be torn out as far as I'm concerned. All of this is going to get torn out. This reclaims us a bunch of materials as well. And this can kind of, for now, stay. This can be torn out. So that's a step in the right direction. And this one is going to be hot salt. Oh, it's 18 degrees salt water. Certainly doesn't need to be here. It was used for, it's just kind of was to fill this thing up, and then we stored, it's for the rotational system. So we basically just need to get some of it out of here, and we can do that. We can do that. And we can do that quite easily. Perhaps we relocate it, and we don't want to necessarily get rid of that tank. But maybe we'll just simply put one here, and we'll try and relocate it by having it go in here and go out there. Put that there. Okay, so let's get some of this started. We'll be using the alert that we love the most, called Do It Now. This will empty out on its own because we've cut off the supply, so it'll just get emptied out as it feeds them. And then all we need to do for the other one, this is clearly going to come out. We'll worry about that later. And all we're going to do here is stop the input. Did I do that wrong? I did. I did do this wrong. So let's just chop this back out for now. Chop this. Yeah, so this is the incoming. So we want in here. A little awkward the way I did this, but oh well. It's the incoming. That's the outflowing. Okay. So now this is going to go into here, and it's going to flow out of here. So we're going to transfer that basically all over here. And then we're simply going to run this straight across. So that this is just going to go to here eventually. And that kind of solves that. For now, we're going to recap this. Claim back as much material as we can. Oops. This is unreachable? No. Just didn't give it a good priority. Because we do need that turned on. And so this is looking like it's almost empty. It's getting there. This one will take a while, of course. I could hurry it up by just dumping it back into the system. Maybe we'll do that. Just to get rid of it. Nope, that doesn't work. A pretty backward logic there. What I can do is this. We can get real tricky. Go like that, go like that. Sever that. So that'll get that emptied out. Looks like this one's done. Yep. So this has to be deconstructed. And then all this plumbing needs to get sorted. Because that's the other thing. We're going to have to wire plumbing into these things. So some of this is going to actually get in the way if we have it set up this way. Yeah, we will see. We'll see how we have to adjust. And then this is a little unfortunate that this exists. But there is ways to try and trick it out. If we deconstruct this and then put one in here. And we'll deconstruct this. I don't know why this is on alert. Then we can simply do it again. Deleting water is fun. Yep. And then we'll deconstruct this one. Then we'll deconstruct this one. I think they can deconstruct through a vent through this. Maybe they can't. Maybe I'm going to have to actually chop it out here. We found a hatch. Oh, awesome. Might need that hatch one day. And now we can simply just take all this out whenever they get around to it. And this is almost done. It's looking done. Yep. Okay, so we need to quickly throw all this back together before it causes a problem. And we definitely can remove all this and all this. And get them to do that real fast. I don't think this pipe is going to create an issue. It's just this thing is going to be too high. So we're going to have to remove this, this liquid shutoff. We are going to then take out this and that. Okay, and now do is we'll actually take out, I don't think I want to necessarily do it quite like that. I want to lay it on its side. So, I think we will remove this bridge temporarily. Okay, and we'll get our liquid shut off. We'll make that kind of like on the ground level here. And then we'll run this into here. But we'll also let it go here. Nope. We'll do this differently. This has to go here. So this is going to go... Oops. This is going to go down here. We've got a bridge going this way. Here. We'll let this come like that. And up into there. Because this will generally be full and it's a priority anyways. That should work. And our automation has to just go back one. And then we will we'll simply put it there like that. Get that water back on before it causes any problems. And then electrical, it is plugged in. That should be back to functioning, and we've kind of got that out of the way. So then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be wiring in this hydroponics farm, and we are going to leave it too high, right? Or is it going to be one high? If I go one high, I need to lower this then. Because one's not enough. It has to be two. But then that's going to... I don't know if I care about this impacting it, but really... I really should be going down here, but then this is in the way. So I don't really want this to be singled. So I think we will adjust this. This is a little complex to do. We can do this. Do like this. Might as well do it right the first time, even if it's wrong. Even if the way I'm designing it is wrong, let's do it right. Okay, so then what we're going to want to do actually is take this and run a closed section there like that. I'm going to have to get this out of here. So our plumbing doesn't quite work unless I tuck it in here by carving this out. Insane. Trying to squeeze every little bit of room out that I can. Can they not reach these? I guess no one can. Well, we'll just remove this for now as well. Get rid of this. There, we're going to do it like that. Then we're going to be able to put this. Oh, look at how perfectly it fits. So it was here before, right? So now it's here. Yeah, that's right. So we just have to just basically do this. Put it like that. All right. I mean, if I really wanted to now, I could get this down one level, except then they would lose their bridge, so it doesn't really matter. And this thing could be located in a multitude of places, like just to get it out of the way, but oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Now, the only issue we'll have here is that the carbon dioxide will get pressurized up, but I'm not planning on putting too much more water into here. This is kind of full enough, right, for backup water. Yeah. So, and we'll start using more water anyway, so then it won't matter. So right now, for now, it's okay. I got lots of options with this. I'm not worried about it. What we have to do is this now. Now we are in great shape because we can start to plan this out with our thing. Because now we can go down 2 tiles and that'll work. So we're going to literally be going 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How does the light work? I need to know exactly when it's 5 high, because it's going to be 4. It's 4 now. It's going to be 5 when we get this done. We gained a level of 2. Yeah, I think it's 5, right? Plus 1, yeah. So here's an area where we got 4, but we can see through. Yeah, anywhere here we can see through. So that's 4. If it was on the 5, it's basically covering a space of 9. Yeah, because it's 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, 9. So if it's 5 high, you'll get 9 plants covered. I believe that that's correct. So we would want to be basing things on a spread of 9. 9, 18, 27. Well, 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 16, 24. Yeah, it's 8. So we need sets of 8 with 1 extra space. And it's a matter of how do we want to do the spacing. And I think that we'll do the spacing. This is 9. I think we'll leave it like this. We'll have that 8. And then we'll have another 8. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, space 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, space 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how those are going to look. If those can get built, we are satisfied with that. And I think they're on a cycle of 6, right? If I remember correctly. Gristle bear, or they grow on a 6 cycle of 6. So we have 6 cycles basically, right? Yeah. And that works out good. We're gonna have 6 sets. So it's each one has to turn on per day. So we are gonna have to set let's do, someone out there in the comments is gonna be so proud of me of what I'm gonna do. You're gonna be so proud. It needs power, so I just need to slap it somewhere where the power, there, right there. Put a notifier right there, and then we're going to put a cycle sensor. Cycle sensor here. And we're going to put that. Let's get that going right away. It's hilarious. These things are going to be so slow to grow their scales back, if at all, because I sheared them. I don't think they can. How are we doing our count? Yeah, we're getting there. Who's in here? Ooh. Tough decision. I think we go with the word seed always. Okay, so now we have this set. We want to active duration is going to be 1%. How does this work? Sends a green signal and a red signal. Okay, so we want this to be 1%. Like that. And it will send a green signal once a day. And then here, we're going to say the name for it will be plant. Why is my cap lux on? I want plant. And tooltip. Plant now. Good. And the type is this type. Oh. No, that'll make me think someone's in. You know what? I won't know. This one will cause me to realize. And we're going to zoom it in. And we're going to pause it. That will definitely get my attention. That will definitely get my attention. And this is going to activate. Yeah. So can we be ready to plant by then? I think we can. Question is, do I have enough bristle blossom seeds to do this properly? But probably not, right? See y'all. That'll be the issue. Bristle. No. Blossom. I have one blossom seed? How's that possible? How is it possible I only have one blossom seed? Well, we'll have to turn to her. I wonder if these guys are still alive. No, they seem to be living the life. They're not getting, they need to get onto their toilet. You can see they've been making messes and all sorts of stuff. Why are you guys not emptying your toilet? I should build them a proper bathroom. One day. Priorities. You both have tidying as a high priority. Why is nobody emptying this thing? If you have tidying. Errands. Number 2 on the list. Yeah, you know what? They've been living here for hundreds and hundreds of cycles without any problems, and I really don't care. You know, whatever they got going on, they got going on. If they're getting food poisoning, they're getting food poisoning. Their stress on Abe is pretty high. What's been grinding his gears? Low morale. Yeah, it might be worth building them a bathroom. They do have rooms. You know. I guess his skills are just too high. Abe. Yeah. They're only hitting 8 morale. Needs 9. Have to build him a proper bathroom. Anyways, you guys have tons of blossom seeds. I know it. So we need them all. Thank you. So let's go in here and say seeds. Blossom seeds. That'll give them something to do. And let's just see, how many do they have? 19 of them. Not bad. We can get this thing semi-started. So it will take us a little bit of time to sort out. And we need those quite fast, so you guys can go ahead and just get on that, please. Is there any locked in here? Guess the other thing would be, do you guys have any you haven't dug up yet? Don't think so. I think you pretty much dug them all up. If I search here, will it tell me plants? No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not seeing any offhand, but I could be a bit blind on this. Looking for them. I don't see any in particular. Feel like I maybe dug them all up already. Like these are all bomb lilies and stuff. Well, I'll just go with that. Who's starving? Okay. All right. I don't know if we have enough seeds to plant the first set yet, though. We might have to skip a day. Did I not add this? Lost some seeds. We have 6. Maybe they'll come fast enough. So let's just do that. Let's try and get the first round done. Plant with a frenzy. Copy like that. So that'll be set number 1. They'll get planted immediately. And let's get the water into these. Oh, look at how convenient this line is. Well, we might as well just go like this. There we go. Get that all red alerted up. Let's go. Okay, thank you. How do I dismiss this? Okay. Maybe it'll just go away after a while. Hopefully it goes away after a while. Okay, let's just make sure these guys are not freaking out too much. Yeah, Abe is okay. Let's get off the program now. You guys did good. It's not that urgent anymore. Yeah. We better make them a bathroom. Yeah, I'll get to that at some point. Okay, so these are all saying illumination. Oh, that's the other problem. So we have to rip out the X out this many. Okay. And we'll need to get a light hooked up for them. And it should go here. That's be 5 to the base. Right? And then the base is going to go here. So like basically the next farm's going to go there. And then it'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that should work. So the other light will go here. And it's from the light, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In between the light and the tile. And here it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in between. So it actually is I built this 1 too low. I didn't have to go this low. Could have went 1 higher. So I did all this for no reason. I'm not changing it now. But we will have to do it kind of like this. Oops. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 into tile. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the tile base. And this is going to, yeah, it doesn't show you, that's right. If you do here, that it's going to cover them. properly. No point going one higher, because then this one will be no good. Yeah, because, yeah. So we're going to just do it like that. So we kind of know what we need now. They can't reach this one, so that's another reason why I had this cut here, was for temporarily we could do this. So that's going to happen. Then we'll just need to get some power. And that'll be easy enough. Just by ripping this across here and into that. This one will just be like that eventually. All right. This one doesn't matter for now. These can go back to normal. I assume these are going to grow. Yeah, it's growing. And the lights are on. All right, that's round one done. And we'll just leave this alone until we get close to the next one. Except this is not going to be this type of tile. Oh, that's a problem. That's where I want to... Oh, this will be an air tile. Let's just take this out. Deconstruct. And we'll make this... Do this properly. This can be an air tile. This can be an air tile as well. Alrighty. Someone made a mess. Hey, that's because you guys aren't cleaning your toilet out. Which is mind-boggling, because you have a 9 priority on it. You have a 9 priority. And you're losing it, yeah. Oh, I feel bad for you guys. I really do. Do you want me to build you a bathroom? A proper bathroom, one that you can be proud of? You know, given that you're not using this, apparently. Let's just build you a temporary bathroom. Just to, you know, use while we're... It's not like there's not food poisoning everywhere. Okay, now you have a bathroom. You're cleaning things up. So we're going to destroy all this. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. You might as well get rid of this too. Not going to need any of this stuff. Get these guys happy. They'll never bother me, so. All right, so what you guys are going to need is a toilet, a sink, and then you'll need this to be a room. It might not be big enough, actually. No, we might do this. Do this properly. So we're gonna need to take this and do like that there. 1, 2, 3, 4 high. This is gonna be here to here. We'll have a hard time making that due to reasons. So maybe we won't do this. Maybe we will just do the classic approach. How big does a bathroom have to be? Washroom has to be minimum 12 tiles. That's 12 tiles. That works. We can do that. You should be able to do all this. You get to work on that while I wire your plumbing in. So we're going to have some inputs, some outputs. The one of these things. You know what? We'll give you a couple of them because God knows I'm going to forget. I'm going to forget all about you guys. You know. Only this here. Stop pausing the game on me so much. Oh. Okay, we're on. Why did Devin make a mess? Oh, no. I mean, guys, why is it out of order? Oh, because I didn't give it a priority. All right, well, anyways, messy. Get somebody to put some dirt in here so this can stop. Okay, there you go. Anyways, got to remember, it's planting time. Enough of this nonsense. Gotta get my next set done. So we need to go X out that many. And then we need to copy settings. Nope, we actually have to do it like this. We don't have enough, number one. Priority. Copy settings. That many. Okay. We need to get the plumbing intact. We'll start doing some crazy patterns like that, but for now that's going to work. Maybe it's not the best approach, but it's the approach I'm taking. As well as you're going to need to have this ladder built like this. No. It's going to be an airflow tile. Airflow tile. Light. Yeah, so once that's done, I can do that. Need a power line strung across here. Yeah, I'm not liking how that's going to be done. I think this is going to have to go more like... No, but that's all going to get changed anyways. This is going to be a whole row eventually, so... Yeah, it is what it is. We're just going to have to do it the way I'm doing it. Okay, power. Yeah. Gonna need to get a couple ladders along here. I can start to reach up there. Let's just get all this done fast as humanly possible. All right, and then over here, you guys got to get me more seeds. There's two. Need a couple guys. Better keep an eye on this. Make sure nobody's getting too low. 800s is fine. Not worried about that. Okay. All right, let's ease off on them. Go back over here. See what monstrosity we've created. These should be all planted by now, I would think. Which one is missing? Yeah, they're all saying illumination. So we got that done. And boom, they're online. this is all done, so this can all come out now. Yeah. I can get these ones pre-planted and just not hook the water up to them yet. Okay, so that we get a little bit of an advantage here. So we'll just go ahead and say copy, and then we'll put these all in. So those are pre-planted as soon as they get around to them. And seed-wise, we have none now. I'm not sure how many. There's missing 5 seeds. Let's see over on the other side. Blossom seed, we have 1 left, eh? So, where is that one? Right there. Someone dropped it. And it doesn't look like... I mean, we checked before, but I'm really not seeing any other plants. And there might be some buried and stuff, but honestly, I just don't care. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other ones that are just jumping out at me. A lot of buried stuff in here. Maybe we will just tell them to, at some point, go and dig some of this stuff out. Find out what it is. All we would need is a ladder here. And then we can just sort of dig out that. Work away here. Dig out those. Do that, kind of do that, and just see what happens. Maybe we'll find some more. But all this has to be done. Let's finish this up too. Let's wire it in, and it'll be up to them to kind of get it set up and going. So we know that we're going to come in. We're just going to go like this. Right. No, that's wrong. What am I doing? That's the input. And we need to get our refinement thing figured out as well. That's going to go here. Like this. Okay, so we will have this plumbing go into here, and it will be coming from here. And then this one is the clean water, and it will come in. This is wrong. This is the bad water into here. Yes. This is the output, which needs to go into here. This is wrong. Okay, so the bad water comes in, it gets filtered out. Now it has to come out and jump over. And that's like this. It's going to go like this. And it jumps out there. And then it comes in to there. That's going to be the good water coming in. And then we need power. So we run a wire from here to there. And we do that. Anyways, they'll work on that for a while. We got better things to do than worry about them, honestly. Nobody likes them. We got no more blossom seeds here yet, and we've exhausted all opportunities of seeds. So we are basically not ready to go to the next cycle until this goes. So we will allow that to sort of kind of, you know, for the next couple cycles, we're going to have to let that do. And we just keep our Mealwoods online. These will start to add into it. We should be fine. If we're not, we turn on the mush makers. In this bit, are you really have nothing to do? How is it even possible? I see we have some issues here with water freezing, and it's whatever is going on here. There must have been some ice left. Well, you guys thought you had nothing to do? You got something to do. That almost is disaster. Thank God that didn't. What am I doing? God, that didn't happen. Oh, it is starting to happen. There it is. It just happened. Unbelievable. It's not going to be that big of a deal. The water's going to float on top of it, so it's really not going to affect it very much. Although, it looks like that water vanished for some reason. Okay. We can ignore that. We're unable to plant, unfortunately. Although, we can get the third cycle started for the ones that exist. It doesn't matter. We'll just, we'll rotate into it. So we can just simply do this across here. And we'll just go like with 0 on that. Oops, this is a 9. And we'll get the tile in place as well. And, well, then we'd have to rip these out, and I'd be worried about the balance of food. So, no, we're not going to turn them on yet. And we don't turn them on because we don't have a light. So, we can wire this other stuff. It's the lights that are going to control everything anyway. So, we don't have to worry about that right now. We can disconnect this light, too. We don't have to waste power on that. Yeah, we'll do it properly. It's going to take some time. We'll have to grow seeds, basically. It'll take a bit of time. What's the yellow alert? Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Sorry, Harold. Yeah, sorry. I don't know where that water went, but I guess it just couldn't because the pressure is probably so high. Or it turned into ice again. Yeah, it did. It turned into ice. Well, it will never thaw because this is so... Well, we keep on... There's another piece. Is it getting cold enough that it's causing an issue? Did it turn into ice? That it's cold enough? It is, isn't it? It's just cold enough. It turns the polluted water into ice. And then it immediately thaws out again or something, I think. I think that's what's happening. Really not an issue. I'm not too concerned about it. It just ends up being ice down here when it turns into water. Just don't want to jam all this up and make a mess. So this will slowly warm up anyways. The whole area is going to warm up. Very slowly. I could always just unleash the volcano. That would warm everything up real fast. What other little projects do we have going on that were kind of semi-important that I've kind of completely forgotten about at this point? I got so distracted by my bristle blossoms. Oh yeah, the pip stuff. We have 5 of them. Oh, we better get back on this. All right, let's go. This has to be taken out. Jeez. It can start to grow. This one is definitely done. Get rid of that. Are these the branches? So hard to tell. Has it gotten its branches out this side now? So this one could be taken out? I think it does. I think this one is ready, actually. Should be by now. It's been so long since we've done anything over here. I think we need to do that. We need to... These are all turned on. We need to turn on all of these. This one looks ready as well. That means we can start harvesting these. Why is it? What did I not say? Deconstruct? No, that's what's going on. All right. That means this has to be deconstructed, and then we're going to have to do it all again as before. So just to kind of map it out once again, you need to make where it's. Oh wait, are we on level on this one? 4 space in between. 4 space. Oh, we are. So we've actually got leveled up. This still has to get taken out very fast. Top priority. Very important. Okay, so this is all actually done correctly. All we have to do is wait for... This is done. Wait for the pips to plant that one, and then we can start. Yeah, this row. Perfect. Eventually they will. New printables are available. Oh, thank you. What a lucky gift. Okay, so mental note to myself that we've done 1, 2, the last alert was 3. Now it's this one, 4. When I get my next alert, I'll build the light. When I get my next alert, I'll build the light. That way I'll sort of remember the flow. So we're on this set is the one we should be building, but we can't because of the cycling right now. So we'll go check on the other guys. How you do? Oh my God. Yeah, you guys got a lot going on, don't you? Yeah. Well, you got a bathroom, so if you can build this, you'll have a better bathroom. I know, it's a lot of work for 2 guys. It's fine. You guys just get around to it when you can. No stress. No stress. Yeah, well, they'll get there. I'm sure they will. Anyhow, I am going to end the episode here. Try and keep them around an hour long. But I would say, this is perfect. Because that's what I want to have happen, is if this is full, I want these two stop. So that it's, its pipes are backed up. And it has power. This is great. And we have power. So we got power to play with. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. And we will... what are you doing? Oh, there is a tree there. We will see you in the next one.